Hello everyone. I wanted to do a top 10 today, so let's get started. Um, um, you know, start will be, um, I should mention that this is just my opinion of my top 10 favorite animes. And it's gonna go from 1 opinions to it. My first favorite anime has to be Kitty Grade. It is very incredible and stuff. It's kind of like almost like a sci-fi anime kind of thing, like in the future and stuff with a lot of the technology that we normally think about sci-fi. One of my favorite characters is Lumiere and stuff. It's very amazing. She's very amazing. I like her ability and stuff. And I like how it was originally thought to be a puppet and stuff. Then it turns out that it was particles. So yeah, I would recommend this anime to anyone who actually pretty much loves anime. It's very amazing and stuff. And I haven't really watched a series in a long time and stuff, but I do know it's very amazing and stuff. And I like the ending. And then they come out with a second one called Kitty Go and I don't know what comes afterward. It's just a thing. But then we get into the second favorite stuff. And the fourth in America ever. Ruby. I really do like Ruby, but there are other animes I have here that I really more like in Ruby. But besides from that, Ruby is actually a fine, good anime. It really is, you should really get in if you like it. It's right now I'm waiting for the volume 5 or volume 6. Really depends which one out straight right now. I think it's volume 4, maybe. But then there's this one anime that is only in Japanese language, and I highly recommend it if you like courses, curiouses, and also feels and stuff, and also drama and so things like cute goals. I would really recommend it. It's a very amazing anime. It's at least 12 episodes, 1 OVA long. It comes in DVD and Blu-ray only. And I really like the story of it. It's quite fantastic and stuff. It really shows this girl named Fail trying to not be the way she was built, made, but trying to be the way she wants to be. Literally getting along in the 24th century or whatever timeline this is and stuff. So I highly recommend this anime. But let's get on the second I have to say and stuff, has to be a slice of life thing and stuff, and it's called Lucky Star. Hmm. It's very amazing. Um, it's technically goes with the whole thing with only having slice of life and stuff, and some action and stuff or anything. It's kind of redundant sometimes. At least the other anime I've seen, but it makes it work. And Lucky Star is probably one of my favorite animes from Bandai. So I highly recommend this, including the OVAs, because if you really like schoolgirls and stuff and slice of lives, things like that, I highly, highly recommend it. So if you find one of these at your local stores, pick one of them up and give it a try. It's gonna be very amazing. But then we have one of my favorite animes from Anime Works, Squid. I have watched the entire fourth series. I've seen some parts of the second season, but this is a really fascinating, one of a kind story. It goes with this girl named Squid and stuff, or whatever her Japanese name is. And I don't really pay attention to Japanese that much. And her gimmick is technically she wants to stop humans from polluting the oceans, like that, and she's gonna conquer the world to do it. And I think, but in the beginning, she has to work at a dino beach house because she broke a wall and stuff. And for the entire series, it seems she's like doing that and stuff. And I don't know if she finished it in season 2, but I highly recommend it if you like this kind of anime. So yeah, highly recommend it. But then we have my favorites and stuff. Hyperdimension Neptunia, the animation, which if you like the games, you're gonna like this. Maybe not as much as the game, but if you this anime is very good and stuff. It's very amazing. It's like literally a very good anime and stuff. It even beats the one that comes ahead of it. But I still have problems with it. For example, and stuff. Pretty much treatment of some characters by the CPUs. The forgetness of characters by the CPUs, like Abinus. Abinus is one of my favorite characters in this series and stuff. They actually made it pretty likable in that series and stuff than in the game to So I highly recommend it and stuff. And if you like goals and game systems, all that. But you should play the games first on PlayStation Vita or on PlayStation 3. Read 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is the fourth one, and it's moonphase. Now, I have to say moonphase is pretty amazing and stuff. It really is. There's not much talk about it and stuff, besides from it's about vampires, so you really get why it's, even though it's high on the list, it's not that really good. But it works for getting higher up than hyperdimension neptunia. So the next one, and I don't have an anime for this, but it's Charlotte. The anime Charlotte. It is perfect and stuff between the other ones. It is one of the most thought out animes ever. And one of my favorite characters is Kunishi. And I would really like a backstory like maybe like a spin-off manga about and what happened to her, because we never see her again. Like, Wiki has her status as alive, but we don't really know and stuff if she's alive or not. So it'll be very amazing spin-off manga about it. But besides that, the abilities are cool. I think the one thing that really ticks me off and stuff is that you taking away his sister's ability to collapse, instead of like, teaching her either how to control it or technically teaching her karate or something, or maybe even taking it and then later giving it back to her after that episode. But then we get into the second one, which is Shuffle. Shuffle, I have to say, is one of the most amazing animes ever. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm skimming through this. I only have 15 minutes, so Shuffle is very amazing. I highly recommend it. One of my favorite characters is Licorice. Highly recommend this if you could ever find it and stuff. I had to order it off of Amazon, but I highly, highly recommend this to anyone who loves anime. And then we get into the, by the way, it is one of the most thought after animes ever and stuff about romanticism. Really, I like the fact of the characters. The only nitpick I have is that fact that they named one of the species demons or devils, because they don't really act like it. Like, why name it something that is pure evil and show them being nice and kind, including Licorice being one of the most kindest ones of them all. So, in fact, they should have been called gods and stuff, and gods being called demons, because have you seen Sia? But then we get into the final one, Dragon Ball Z, which was the anime that got me into anime. Now, I highly recommend any series except for the Kai dub, because the Kai dub wasn't really good and stuff, at least in my opinion. But the Orange Box was actually pretty good and stuff. There's been a lot of nitpicks about it, but to me, I don't really see the problem. They say lighting is off, but I watched them and there's no lighting off and stuff. It's technically good. Sure, the cuts and stuff of them may be a little bit not filming and stuff, but yeah, it doesn't deserve its criticism. So I highly recommend this. I highly recommend all of these, including watching the anime Charlotte, and at least think about why Kunishi is why she is. I mean, she's technically like Luna in a sense. And if anyone of you love Frieza but hate her, it makes no sense, because you know what Frieza is. But anyway, make sure to subscribe and get notifications, and leave a like if you would. Thank you. Love y'all. Bye.